McNair gives it to George, running right up the middle. Touchdown! Titans! There are no flags on the field! It's a miracle!
Safety, now you're one-on-one with the...
Shows why he's the man! In trouble. Sack!
Ladies and gentlemen, Titan Nation, welcome back. Happy New Year. We have a good show for you today. We have the Dallas versus Tennessee Titans post-game with former Tennessee Titans tight end, Mr. Bo Scaife. How you doing, Bo?
Hey, Titan gang. What's up, man? Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Unfortunately, yeah, we'll go right into it, man. We'll talk about the Dallas game. The Dallas obviously came out. We competed for somewhat. I mean, the penalties killed us a lot, and there's more things to talk about. Obviously, Cowboys got the job done, beat us, but again, didn't really mean anything to the Tennessee Titans. So it was a good time to kind of, showcase some players that haven't really gotten some light, right? And then they went with the QB change, right? Everyone freaked out because Malik wasn't playing, and now it was Josh. And what do you think about that replacement? What does that say about Malik? What does that say about Mike Rabel doing it? I think, in personally opinion, I think they had to see what they had with Josh. They kind of, they wanted it was almost like a QB competition for week 18 to see who's gonna, like you just said earlier, that whoever is running that, who's the engine in that offense, you have to have a leader, right? And I think they wanted to test it out with Josh. What do you think about all the whole situation?
We don't know the exact, reasoning why they did this, but, my initial thought is, okay, we're not really playing for too much this game. Let's make sure we have the guys ready. With that being said, I'm still playing Malik.
Okay.
I just feel like, with a young guy like that, this game is about reps. The quarterback position is about reps. So the more reps you get, the better off and the better your performance is. He needs to see a lot. Now, okay, I can understand them. We need to make sure that he's available for the next week. We don't want to go in there. Josh hasn't played any football really this year, and happens to Malik, and now playing for the division title, we have to start someone who hasn't played any kind of football. So I see both sides of it. I think that there were some bright spots, with Josh, but Malik, we drafted him to be our future. Yeah. So let's make sure we give him as many opportunities and the amount of work that he needs with the offensive line, with the receivers, with everybody he needs to be working with in a real game setting. And that's what he's lacking right now.
Definitely. Yeah, it was a strange, people were saying that they might be resting him for week 18. But again, this whole offensive line has been shaky. And like you said earlier, when I said, man, the team's hurt, and you said everyone's hurt though, which is true. You're right on the money on that one. I just felt like this offensive line with the Mike Rabel mindset, how they are with this, kind of like the next man up mentality. I think this team can do that with, the second string, the third string. What do you think about that matchup? What are the positives that you saw with the Dallas Cowboys game, and what are some of the negatives? And we'll talk about offense first, and then we'll talk about defense. What did you see by the offense?
Well, when it comes to the offensive line, and as we mentioned, everybody's hurt, everyone's banged up.
Yeah. The
only way you combat those things is through coaching, coaching and scheme. And I think that's under appreciated and really underestimated topic, because we don't really like to throw coaches under the bus that much and stuff like that in this league. It's a real sensitive topic. Right? Media, players, everyone kind of treads lightly when it comes to those topics, right? But you'll see teams, or our perfect example was when we had Mike Munchak.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we're banged up, but when you got a good coach that helps you like navigate your problems and patch up the issues and protect the weaknesses of your team, that's what good coaching is supposed to do. And that's why those guys make millions of dollars. So to me, that could obviously might be an issue. Maybe our coaching isn't up to what it needs to be, so we can patch up and mask some of these problems that we've been dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
The things that I saw, obviously, that were pretty decent were, we moved the ball. Like we have a quarterback who hasn't really had any experiments. Came in, he got the ball out of his hand, he ran the offense. They had a nice little tempo going, and we made some plays and we scored some points. That's the name of the game. It's really not that more complicated.
Yeah.
On the defensive side of the ball, we did exactly what we expect them to do every week. Go out there and make plays.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not sure if Derrick Henry doesn't play and we have Tannehill or even Malik, that game might be closer or with a chance to win in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Defense was playing good. All we just needed was a few big sparks from the offense, and that's what Malik can do. He might not play great throughout the whole game, but this is like the Tebow factor. Tebow came in fourth quarter, sucked it up the first three. Fourth quarter, he comes in, makes 3 or 4 throws. Oh shit, we win the game all of a sudden.
Yeah. Okay, I get I see where you're going with that. I definitely see where you're going with that. Do you think by any chance, now you're saying they haven't announced it yet. I mean, again, it's kind of up in the air for the Jags game. I mean, they'll know, Josh is going to start or Malik. Now, I thought, like, if they say they started Josh week 18 against Jacksonville this Saturday, I wouldn't doubt that they kind of could put in Malik. Don't count them out. I think they could have different packages where they can have Malik. They did it when Ryan Tannehill was in as well, right?
If that's then Malik needs to start with a transition to Dobbins. Mm-hmm. Now, this to me back to coaching.
Okay.
We have an offensive coordinator. Call the plays, give him stuff that he know he can do, that he know he's going to be successful with it. We see it every week. All you got to do is look for San Francisco. Purdy, he's going out there, he's playing at a Pro Bowl level because they're dialing up plays where he doesn't have to do too much and guys are open. It's not rocket science. And I just think that there needs to be more onus on the coordinators, on the people calling the plays and making the decisions to help these quarterbacks out. Mahomes didn't come in there into Kansas City and turn into Mahomes from day one. Yeah. They helped him build to that because they gave him plays. They dialed up stuff that made it easy for him to learn the game and for him to be successful. You got to help your guys be successful. It's not like we don't have talented players on offense. It's not like we don't have receivers and tight ends and running backs who can make plays. Find a way to get the ball. Don't put it all on him.
Yeah, definitely. Now, as a former player, right, a former tight end, your position, do you see anything that could help? Say, like, you're the offensive coordinator. What would be your strategy, not only going to Jacksonville, but just for right now, what we have right now, the injuries, the offensive line being a little shaky, sometimes the wide receivers not catching the balls. What would be your strategy?
Well, we know that on the defensive side, if you're Jacksonville, if Malik plays, we're going to make him beat us with his arm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have Derrick Henry. So until you stop him, I don't have to beat you with my arm. Mm-hmm. Giving the ball to Derrick Henry 30 times, 40 times this game, and then I'm going to have some nice play action packages set up behind that so I can take some deep shots to my playmakers. You got to be creative, man. You got to be creative. And, coaches are kind of err on the side of not putting too much on the players.
Uh-huh.
We're all making a lot of money here. This is for all the marbles. So there's no sense in holding anything back.
Definitely.
You got to go all in. And, we expect our players to go out there and make all the plays, but we got to expect the coaches to put them in the right positions to be successful too. So this game really, a lot of it has to do with how our coaches are going to be able to call this game on both sides of the ball and getting the players in the right place to be successful. We have enough firepower to beat Jacksonville. Come on now.
Yeah, it's Jacksonville, man.
Like, let's not get it twisted. Like, I know they're playing great, but they've been getting their ass whipped for years. So It doesn't just change like that. They can go back and beat Jacksonville just like that. Give the ball to Derrick Henry until they stop him. Until they stop him. And then let's throw some deep shots in there and some crossing routes, some man-to-man beaters, and get the ball to our playmakers. We got enough playmakers to win this game, 100%.
Definitely. Now, Saturday, what do you see? Let's do some predictions. Obviously, you're picking the Titans to win, and it should be. What should be the score? Do you think it's going to be a close match? I still think it's going to be a close matchup. I mean, we haven't put up, a decent amount of points on the board, but I think if the defense can keep Jacksonville out of the game, the offense out of the field, and just kind of run the clock, burn it with Derrick Henry, just milk that clock and play turnover football, right? Turnover free football. That's was the cause of the Cowboys game. I mean the turnovers, but you can get turnovers, but if they don't lead into any points, then it's pointless. So I think we can do that. I mean, there's a chance. There's always a chance, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is the NFL. I mean, we're not outmatched here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to, maybe at the quarterback position, but we have a great defense. We got one of the best running backs, top 3 running back in the league. And we got receivers on the outside and tight ends that can at least make the plays and move the ball down the field and move the chains. That's all we need. And then when we get in the red zone, we got to score. So we got to get those opportunities and just make sure we capitalize on them. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game either. I'm thinking like 21-17, something like that. But, we'll need some help from our defense, some tip balls, some fumbles, and all this stuff is realistic and can actually happen.
Yeah.
It's all about who makes the least amount of mistakes. So, if Malik is playing, how as a coordinator do I mitigate all mistakes from him? Keep him out of those situations where he doesn't have to, throw in the cover. Yeah. Just make the game simple for him, give him some easy things to do, and keep feeding the beast.
That's it. Nice and simple. Nothing crazy, nothing. And that's one thing about the offensive play calling and stuff like that. I felt like once it gets to like the red zone, they try to get too cute and instead of making it nice and simple. It was almost like the Russell Wilson, with what's his name in the Super Bowl. All you had to do is feed Marshawn Lynch, right? He's a yard away, man. Why are you trying to do a slant? Like, stop. Yeah. Like, it's simple. Don't get cute. Don't get crazy. So exactly. I get you. I get it. Let's talk right before we leave, man. I appreciate you coming on. Talk about your company and what you do, man, and where people can get some good stuff, because I'm always about helping other, especially athletes that kind of doing their own thing and making their own moves and stuff. And like I said, you're always on the grind, and I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, well, last year I started a company. It's called All Pro. It's a cannabis wellness brand. What we do is we help athletes and professionals take control of their mental health and improve their quality of life through cannabis products. If you are ever in Colorado, your local dispensaries and check out what we got. Right now, I'm growing just some premium flower products. I really believe in the benefits of cannabis and stuff like that. I know you guys are in Tennessee and most people around the country aren't privy to that and don't get those privileges yet. But, a lot of people that I know and, former players and guys that I've, played with and played against, they struggle with mental health. They've been hooked on opioids and those type of things. So this project is really, a passion project for me. So it's been awesome to have an opportunity, especially after football, to find something that I'm passionate about and get to work in and really find something that, gives me joy in helping others as well. So allprofarms.net is our website. We're actually launching a new one this Friday. It's my birthday. So I'm going to be dropping some merch and everything for my Titan fans and, everybody around the country and that supported Bo Scaife. And I just appreciate all the love and everything, man. So I'm on Twitter, Bo Scaife 80. So hit me up. Probably need to do some fire chat conversations with some of the Titan fans, man, just so I can, have more conversations like this. But I appreciate you guys, man. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And I'll link all the information and all your website. I'll put it in the video down below so you guys can click and help them out. And hey, man, happy early birthday, bro.
Appreciate it, man. I can't wait to smoke one with y'all.
We on, man. We on. Again, Bo, it's always a pleasure having you on, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate what you did for the Titans, and God bless. And this 2023, man. Hopefully, we come back with the W, man.
Yeah, let's get that dub this Saturday, man. It's going to be awesome. And, this is what we work for. This is what the season, it comes down to, which, some teams are already out of it. They don't have a chance. So at least we have a shot, and that's all you can ask for in the end.
For sure. God bless, bro. And tighten up, man.
Appreciate it.